EMT, electrical metallic tubing, is permitted to be run exposed on the exterior of buildings above grade, according to NEC 358.10a. The NEC, National Electrical Code, provides guidelines for electrical installations. Furthermore, NEC 358.10c dictates that the EMT must be securely fastened to the exterior surface by a support space no more than 4.5 meters, which is 15 feet. The belief that exposed EMT on building exteriors is prohibited due to water tightness concerns is a common misconception. While compression fittings and adapters used with EMT may present water leakage issues, the code doesn't explicitly forbid their use in such applications. However, several key points need to be considered. The NEC mandates that all splices and connections be made uptight, including compression fittings and adapters. The EMT must be securely fastened to the exterior surface to prevent movement and vibration which can exacerbate water leakage. The design of compression fittings and adapters should be appropriate for the intended application under prevailing environmental conditions. In conclusion, EMT is still permitted to be run exposed on the exterior of commercial buildings above grade. However, strict adherence to best practices is crucial. Firstly, ensure that all fittings and connections are properly tightened. Secondly, securely fasten the EMT to the building surface. Thirdly, select fittings and adapters designed to withstand the expected environmental factors. The National Electrical Code is a comprehensive set of standards. It aims to ensure the safe installation of electrical wiring and equipment. It's important to consult the latest edition of the NEC for the most up-to-date requirements. The NEC addresses various aspects of electrical installations, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. Article 358 of the NEC specifically covers electrical metallic tubing. It outlines the requirements for its use, installation, and support. When installing EMT on the exterior of a building, it is essential to consider the environmental conditions. The conduit and fittings will be exposed to weather elements such as rain, snow, and sunlight. Therefore, it is crucial to select materials that are suitable for these conditions. Galvanized steel EMT is commonly used for exterior applications. It provides corrosion resistance to protect against rust and degradation. In addition to the conduit itself, the fittings and connectors must also be corrosion resistant. Compression fittings are typically used to connect EMT to boxes, enclosures, and other sections of conduit. These fittings provide a mechanical connection and are designed to be watertight when properly installed. However, it is important to ensure that the fittings are listed for use in wet locations. This means that they have been tested and approved to withstand exposure to moisture without compromising their integrity. When installing compression fittings, it is essential to follow the manufacturer's instructions. The fitting should be tightened to the proper torque to ensure a secure and watertight connection. Over-tightening the fitting can damage the conduit or the fitting itself, while under-tightening can result in a loose connection and potential water leakage. In addition to compression fittings, other types of connectors may be used with EMT, such as set screw connectors and threadless connectors. These connectors also provide a mechanical connection, but they may not be as watertight as compression fittings. Therefore, it is important to select the appropriate type of connector for the specific application and environmental conditions. When running EMT on the exterior of a building, it is important to provide adequate support for the conduit. The NEC requires that EMT be supported at intervals not exceeding 4.5 meters or 15 feet. This support helps to prevent the conduit from sagging or becoming damaged due to wind or other external forces. Supports can be provided by using conduit clamps, straps, or other approved methods. The support should be securely fastened to the building structure to ensure that they can withstand the weight of the conduit and any additional loads. In addition to the support requirements, the NEC also specifies the minimum clearance requirements for EMT. EMT must be installed in a neat and workmanlike manner, and it must be protected from physical damage. This means that the conduit should be routed in a way that minimizes the risk of it being struck or damaged by vehicles, equipment, or other objects. The NEC also requires that EMT be properly grounded. Grounding helps to protect against electrical shock hazards and ensures that the electrical system is properly grounded in the event of a fault. EMT can be grounded by connecting it to a grounding electrode conductor or by using a grounding bushing or clamp. When installing EMT on the exterior of a building, it is important to comply with all applicable codes and regulations. This includes the NEC, as well as any local building codes or ordinances. It is also important to obtain any necessary permits or approvals before starting the installation. Working with electricity can be dangerous, so it is important to take all necessary safety precautions. This includes wearing appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and eye protection. It is also important to de-energize the circuit before working on any electrical equipment. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to perform the installation. In addition to the NEC requirements, there may be other factors to consider when installing EMT in the exterior of a building. For example, the building owner may have specific aesthetic requirements or preferences. It is important to communicate with the building owner to ensure that the installation meets their needs. The location of the EMT may also be a factor to consider. If the conduit is located in an area that is subject to heavy traffic or vandalism, it may be necessary to provide additional protection. This could include using heavy gauge conduit or installing a physical barrier to protect the conduit from damage. The climate in the area may also be a factor to consider. In areas with extreme temperatures, it may be necessary to use special types of conduit or fittings that are designed to withstand these conditions. For example, expansion fittings may be required to accommodate the expansion and contraction of the conduit due to temperature changes. The type of building construction may also be a factor to consider. If the building is made of concrete or masonry, it may be necessary to use special anchors or fasteners to secure the conduit to the building structure. It is also important to ensure that the conduit is properly sealed to prevent water from entering the building. The use of EMT on the exterior of buildings can be a cost-effective and reliable way to provide electrical power to outdoor equipment and appliances. However, it is important to follow all applicable codes and regulations to ensure that the installation is safe and compliant. By carefully considering the environmental conditions, the type of building construction, and the aesthetic requirements, it is possible to create an electrical system that is both functional and visually appealing. Remember to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer if you have any questions or concerns about installing EMT on the exterior of a building. They can provide guidance on the best practices for your specific application and help you ensure that the installation is safe and compliant. Electrical metallic tubing, or EMT, offers several advantages in electrical installations. Firstly, it's relatively lightweight, making it easier to handle and install compared to rigid metal conduit. Secondly, it's cost-effective, providing a more economical option for many applications. Thirdly, EMT is versatile and can be easily bent and cut to fit various installation requirements. However, EMT also has some limitations. One limitation is its lower mechanical strength compared to rigid conduit, making it less suitable for areas where it may be subject to physical damage. Another potential drawback is its susceptibility to corrosion in certain environments, although galvanized coatings provide some protection. When considering using EMT on the exterior of a building, it's important to carefully assess the specific requirements of the project and the environmental conditions to determine if EMT is the appropriate choice. Alternatives to EMT for exterior applications include rigid metal conduit, PVC conduit, and liquid-tight flexible metal conduit. Rigid metal conduit offers superior mechanical strength and corrosion resistance, making it a good choice for demanding environments. PVC conduit is lightweight, non-conductive, and corrosion-resistant, making it suitable for underground and direct burial applications. Liquid-tight flexible metal conduit provides flexibility and protection against moisture and chemicals, making it ideal for connecting equipment that may be subject to movement or vibration. In summary, using EMT on the exterior of buildings is permitted by the NEC under specific conditions. Ensure proper installation techniques. use appropriate fittings, and consider the environmental factors to ensure a safe and compliant electrical system. Proper support is critical, as mentioned in NEC 358.10c, requiring secure fastening every 15 feet. This prevents sagging and potential damage. Selecting the right fittings is also important for a watertight installation. While the code doesn't explicitly prohibit compression fittings, ensure they are listed for wet locations and installed per manufacturer instructions. Grounding is another crucial aspect for safety. Proper grounding protects against electrical shock and ensures the system functions correctly during faults. Always comply with local codes and regulations and obtain necessary permits before starting any electrical work. The NEC serves as a guide, but local amendments might exist. Consult with qualified professionals if needed, prioritizing safety in all electrical installations. Remember, while EMT is permitted, careful planning and execution are essential for a reliable and safe outdoor electrical system.